I learned a lot from the professors here. They make coming back to school so much easier.
They're amazing, the faculty here. Like, they go above and beyond all the time, and they want to give you the information because they want you to succeed and they want you to be good at your job.
They all have industry experience, so they've been working in the industry for years, so they have a lot of knowledge. They go out of their way to make sure that you understand everything.
One of the key things you should learn from this is teamwork, because you're never going to be working by yourself. You're always going to be working with a group of people on a project.
As a semester 4 student graduating, I know if I step in a field, I'm not going to be completely blind. I know what I'm doing. You know, like, okay, I worked on an airplane. I know what to do now. I know where to go. I know what tools to use. It's very preparing.
They've done a really great job at making sure everything gets broken down nicely, and so it's not overly intimidating. They've just basically taught us the foundation and everything that you need to know before you can go out and start your apprenticeship and get your license after that.
Don't be afraid to ask questions and don't be afraid to, figure it out. But you have to have enough personal initiative to also look for the answers.
Everyone here is willing to help and they want to help. So use your resources, use your teachers. We have lots of different airplanes to work on and a lot of different lab spaces.
Being able to physically work on a plane and seeing your repair there is just amazing.
If you have a mechanical mindset, if you want to work on things, planes are clean, you get to do very good work on things. If you're even considering it at all and you have a mechanical mindset, do it. It's amazing.
The skills that you will be learning here, just copy and paste out in the field. Like, you're going to be using these 100% out in the field. So if you want any sort of advantage, then this is definitely the place to be.
So I am a certified fluid power specialist, as well as recently a certified fluid power accredited instructor with the International Fluid Power Society. I actually started in this trade as a student of this very same program 20 years ago. Once I started in the program, it was very vast. So the field itself is very unique, that it has multiple different specialties. So when you start, I didn't really know what I was getting into. And I really took to a lot of the fluid power topics when I started the program 20 years ago. And that's what drove my career since. From graduating through the co-op, I worked at a hydraulic piping company here in Hamilton. And after 15 or so years, I worked my way back into teaching at Mohawk College. It's my alma mater, if you will. It's where I started, and it's definitely where I wanted to come back. There was no other institution I would think of teaching at. The best part of my job is working with the students. Each and every day, coming in both in the classroom and in the shop, but not only getting to know them, but also watching them grow in their skilled trades, career paths, and seeing how, especially when a concept finally clicks, not only watching them graduate, but when they also message a year or two later just to tell me how they were doing or where they've progressed is extremely rewarding to me. Student success to me is building on your mistakes and building on your troubleshooting, as well as learning to grow and know that whenever you are working within the field itself, you'll never understand or know everything. The collaborative and the teamwork atmosphere that they end up building amongst themselves within the trade itself, because it's not a solo project or a solo field to get into. So you need to work with others and you need to be collaborative with others in order to be successful. So anybody that is willing to come in every day with an open mind and learn a new trade and learn a new skill, that goes a long way to being successful out in the field. Anybody is welcome in the skilled trades. People from all avenues, as long, again, as you're willing to put in the work and be creative in your problem solving. Proudest moment as a teacher is always a graduation, to stand on the stage and watching all of our now colleagues coming across as graduates, entering in and seeing the smiles and where they started from and how they've arrived at the graduation ceremony. And that one's always a nice touch for me every year.
I really wanted to figure out how living systems work and just what exactly is happening that makes the world turn. Knowing that nature's there and we have to learn about it to be able to protect it as well.
I've always had a love for like nature and stuff, I guess. So I've always wanted to like protect our planet.
And I do want to see biotech kind of growing more into creating a safer environment. And, we're doing something from the lab to the world.
The main point of biotechnology is to use recombinant DNA. So it's to take DNA from something else and put it into another organism.
I'm very excited to take the skills that I've learned in class and take them into a co-op.
It will grant me that opportunity to be able to work in the field and in industry and really get a little bit more practical experience.
With that Environment Canada co-op that I got to do, did see what ends up happening with our water. And to make for a greener tomorrow, we really have seen like a big movement towards better use with pesticides. Climate change has become a very big issue. I'm sure we know about our wildfires. How do we protect our plants and our agriculture against these? With biotech moving things over, traits like from extremophiles to be able to deal with higher temperatures so that our grasslands don't die out from dryness or from no water.
So I would say I've had the opportunity to meet like a really great faculty with different experiences in different fields.
Support from faculty has been absolutely amazing. Every teacher I've come into contact with and talked to have been wonderful. They know that I can do it and they give me motivation to complete it.
All the hands-on that they get to give us with the knowledge that they actually give in class is, it makes you feel very prepared for the workplace. I really liked it.
Working with industry standard equipment in the labs is super important. It really helps you get a grasp on what you might actually be doing in the workforce.
Especially when you get to go out there and you're doing this work and everything that you're doing, is literally just going back into the environment. You're trying to protect something, you're trying to save something.
Mohawk College students are well positioned academically and professionally to affect the environment in a positive way.
Anyone that loves science and loves learning, I would recommend this program too.
When I had clinical students at placement, I was seeing the gaps and everything. So I saw it from both the lab, the simulation, and the clinical side. My name is Sachit Patrana, but most people know me as Lucky. I am a simulation specialist here in the Center for Healthcare Simulation and Research, also known as the CHSR. I would say pre-pandemic, a lot of the healthcare systems were still using paper-based charting. So the pandemic really helped push a switch to electronic databases so that everything can be connected more seamlessly. We were running simulations that's still based off of paper charting, but then our learners were going to their clinical placements and then they were encountering electronic systems and they weren't as well prepared for that. This is kind of what drove the creation of this tool.
So Lucky EMR was that bridge to be able to expose students to a platform where they could practice without impacting any live patient interactions. They're here for a purpose. So they're here with a limited amount of time to be able to be ready to practice in clinical. So with as much equipment and as much help and preparation we can give them before going out there so that they feel confident in their practice and skills.
EMR is an electronic medication administration record. I like to call what I've built an EMR, but I guess it probably resonates more with an electronic charting system. It goes beyond just giving the meds. It helps document assessments and have other patient healthcare information available. I called it the Lucky EMR, even though Lucky is my nickname. Lucky stands for Learn Useful Charting Knowledge Yourself.
The way that Lucky's made it is that it's a great intro into it, because when you're actually on the floor trying to do your charting, there isn't a nurse always being like, okay, yeah, you can do this, you can do that, because they don't know fully what we've been taught. And so they kind of assume sometimes that you just know documentation. And so having simulation and seeing the online charting is like really nice, because then it gives you a beginner to documentation, right? It gets you started on what you're gonna have to look for when you're going to see your patient, what you're gonna have to write in clinical.
So they are only getting it once per semester in a simulation type basis. So it would be really nice if they could integrate it into the lab space. This is an innovative tool that Lucky has created. The students love it. They speak highly of the system once they are in the simulation, as well as the staff. The staff find it really interesting because some of them haven't ever seen this type of interface or this type of system.
I like to do art. Even this whole project of mine, I feel that passion I was able to put into it because I sort of think of it as art. It is something that's created and it is living in a sense because I'm still working on it.
The Skills Ontario competition brings together the province's most talented college students, each one ready to showcase the mastery they've developed in their craft. This May, 58 Mohawk College students stepped onto the provincial stage, competing across 27 skill areas over 2 intense days of competition. Behind the scenes, dedicated faculty like Adam Taylor, an instructor in the General Machinist Apprenticeship Program, work closely with students, guiding and preparing them for the demands of this competition.
It's about the student. Let's face it, right? We love seeing them here. We love to be a part of it. At the end of the day, like, we're not going to be with them their whole career, right? So this is something they get to carry forever. I just try and make sure that when the students are training and preparing, that they recognize that we're basically holding the ladder for them. We're trying to help them climb. So end of the day, just be a good competitor. Recognize that this is going to be on your resume forever. This is something not everybody gets to do.
It's been very hectic. A lot of people, a lot of just noise, sound, excitement. It's a lot, but it's a lot of fun. Adam has been nothing short of a phenomenal coach, an amazing guideline giver, amazing teacher. He has just been nothing but phenomenal. I have nothing but good things to say.
Sean's had a chance to relax. Being an ethical competitor, he's not over here checking stuff out. There's a high level of skill here this year. So Sean told me this morning, he said, you know what, medal or no medal, if there's someone better, he goes, like, this is a tough competition. He says, I'm happy to lose to someone better. I love that. I love that about Sean.
There is a lot of good competition here, a lot of very skilled people I'm competing against, but a lot of good sportsmen as well. If I don't win, it's no big deal. Just know that I was doing my best and giving my all. So,
13 competitors earned a total of 12 medals, including both individual and team podium finishes, an incredible achievement. Mohawk College was also honored with the Gene Haas Foundation Manufacturing Award, recognizing its outstanding commitment to advancing the manufacturing sector. The award includes a $5,000 scholarship fund to support students in manufacturing programs. We wish all our competitors success as they continue to push their skills to new heights.
I just always was someone that wanted to help people, and I knew I wanted to help people in healthcare. I went to school in Chicago. I got my Doctor of Chiropractic degree there after I got my undergrad degree here in Canada. My chiropractic career, I began working as an associate in Burlington, and then I opened my own practice in a small kind of rural area in Niagara region called Smithville. I was a teaching assistant when I was in college, chiropractic college, and also in university. And so for me, it was always something that I really enjoyed doing. I was able to work alongside one of the coordinators for our program. They needed someone to teach, and that's how I jumped into that. It was early in the kind of the history of the massage therapy program, so I kind of got in on the bottom floor, and I had an opportunity to help guide some of the ways that we were teaching the program, and that was really exciting to me. So I'm always in a classroom with them and teaching them kind of sometimes a little bit boring kind of foundational stuff. So I always start off my classes with listening to like, what have you seen in clinic, and how does it relate to our classes? And just today, a student was sharing like that they got to see someone that had a really major accident 4 years ago and how massage has really helped them. So it's really nice for them to have those proud moments, and it makes me really happy to hear that. Looking at a registered massage therapist versus a masseuse, they are able to come up with treatment plans that kind of address the whole person. So they're going to be seeing patients that might come in to just want to have a relaxation massage, but they have underlying conditions and they need to be aware of it so that they can create the best treatment plan possible for them. So it's really important that they understand the workings of the systems in the body, but also if there's something going wrong, so they can adapt and modify treatment based on that. Best part about my job is just interacting with students and sharing my clinical experience and watching kind of aha moments happen with the students. I just love teaching. I think the most rewarding part is seeing students work so hard. Sometimes it's a struggle for them to do this 3-year program. It's a pretty hard program, and to see them at graduation day is huge for me. It's always an emotional time for me to kind of see them reap the benefits of working so hard for it. My favorite thing to do is travel. I am someone who just loves to explore the world and meet new people and just connect with people. I've had the opportunity to go to the Middle East. My parents lived in the Middle East for a while. I've traveled to Asia. I've traveled all over North America. I've seen our beautiful country. I've been to a lot of places. I think I've traveled to 46 countries so far. I think by nature I'm a helper, and it lights me up to just help people. That's why I chose healthcare. That's why I enjoy teaching students, especially kind of aspiring to work in healthcare. I like to just serve people.
What will it take to make a more sustainable future? Every day, Mohawk College students, faculty, and staff are making a measurable impact on climate change. From our net zero building to our applied research, we are committed to changing how we operate today to secure a greener tomorrow. But we recognized we could do more. As our world changes, a green economy is emerging. This economy is fueling a rapidly growing sector that requires people with unique skills and the knowledge needed to develop solutions to complex challenges. We are ready to do what it takes to drive this change forward. The School of Climate Action will build on our experience and expertise to introduce a portfolio of programs for a new generation of learners that will include new degrees and the greening of curriculum across all areas of study at the college. Our graduates will be part of the solution to climate change. Are you ready to be part of that change? Learning, living, leading. Mohawk College School of Climate Action.
My name is Alexander Kittleson. I'm a full-time teaching faculty in the Cardiovascular Technology program at Mohawk College. I decided to attend Mohawk College because of the reputation of the college. I had friends who came here and got really great education in a variety of different programs and were able to kickstart their life. The CVT program, I graduated in 2016. I spent 10 years working in the field in diagnostics, then in arrhythmia, then in the private industry. And when the opportunity to come back and give back to the program to educate and steer the next generation of CVTs came up, it was a no-brainer. I think the best part about my job is when you see a student have an aha moment. When you're in lecture talking about whatever the topic at hand at the time is, or you have a one-on-one discussion with a student and you just see the gears turn, and then there's just that moment of, I get it. It's a very gratifying feeling that you helped someone gain that higher level of understanding, knowing that they're going to be able to apply that in a way that's going to help the community, in a way that's going to help patients, help clinical outcomes. My first cohort that I saw from semester 1 all the way through will be graduating, seeing their advancement or seeing their evolution as students and as individuals has been incredibly rewarding. I am through and through the biggest nerd you'll ever meet. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I love fantasy, everything, novels and shows and movies. If it has to do with swords and dragons, that's my jam. Outside of teaching at Mohawk College, right now, not much, because my wife and I are just celebrating the birth of our first child. Our son is 7 weeks, 8 weeks this week, so about 2 months old. So that's taking up all of our time. Wouldn't have it any other way. Love that guy so much.
So why we chose snapping turtles is because with the population kind of on the decline, we wanted to do something to rectify it on a small scale.
Our capstone project at Christie Lake Conservation is to restore a turtle nesting bed.
Snapping turtles are an indicator species. They're one of the hardier turtle species, so in Ontario, all turtle species are at risk because of habitat degradation and because they get hit on the roadside so frequently.
Increasing the turtle population, which inevitably is the hope, will help keep the water cleaner because they eat dead animals and bacteria and all the yucky stuff in the water, so they do help keep it clean.
First, we had to come on site and actually see what we were dealing with.
We had to make sure we were clearing any brush, any species in the way. We had to get down to the root system so that they couldn't reroot.
We actually used a front-end loader with a bucket attachment to scrape the ground and pull back to see what was actually underneath everything. So you'll do something and then you have to assess, and then you'll do something else and then you'll reassess. We've dug up the soil to make sure that it wasn't so compact for the turtles.
These key factors that we considered will affect the broader ecosystem here at Christie Lake Conservation.
Unfortunately, with a restoration project like this, there is the chance for poachers, which for one was not something we would have ever thought of. I, for one, did not think that poachers were a thing with turtles.
We want people to be more aware. We want to spread the knowledge that we have obtained during this process in order to continue to help the species, which in turn helps other species of turtles and also helps increase the sustainability of the ecosystem where the turtles exist.
So when we can make good habitats for snapping turtles and monitor them and see how they're being used, it helps us get an idea of how to also help other turtles.
It's a reason to wake up in the morning, and it's exciting to come out and to be able to do this and to feel like I'm having a positive impact on the environment and doing something to encourage the well-being of a species.
Being able to have that background to just understand how these tiny, tiny changes on like this minuscule level can affect an entire ecosystem.
If you are serious and passionate about climate change and sustainability and anything to do with environmental impacts, Mohawk College is definitely the place to go.
We want to dig in the dirt and say, look what we did at the end of the day. We want to, get feedback from other people. We want to come back and see how it's doing. It's more than just a project. It's fun.
I'm Casey. I'm Jory. I'm Maddie. And we're the Turtle Team!
It was two things. Communication, I wanted to build up on that, get experience as well. Bylaw was a good opportunity to step into policing after, so I opted into it.
Co-op students are huge now. It's become part of the department. That's why we do it every year. The amount of work in which they do and they're responsible for takes a lot of pressure off the full-time officers.
I like the freedom aspect of it, like going out to calls and whatnot. Especially in a vehicle, I like driving a lot as well. There's certain skills that I think that are really important in policing that I've gained from Hamilton bylaw that I can implement into policing.
They're aspiring to be police and enforcement, so we're giving them that avenue to pursue that. And it's been very successful. It's almost been 10 years we've been working with Mohawk.
Throughout the year, I've gotten a lot better with talking with people. That, I think, is really important.
They do great. They've developed confidence. I think that's the main character that you notice with these students. They come in with a little bit less, but once they get going, they realize that they can do the job and the confidence is building in them.
After the co-op is over, I want to apply back next year, hopefully. I can put on my resume I have a year of community work with the city, so then I can use that for my resume when I apply.
I think it's a project that should continue all the time. I think it's beneficial for both parties, not just us, but it also helps them to strive for their goals.
So Mohawk has a very long-standing history of education in medical imaging. I think it was the 70s when the radiography program began, the 80s when their sonography program began. We've been delivering the MRI graduate certificate for the last little while. So we've had a very long history of working with the imaging programs.
Ever since I was young, I've always been drawn to healthcare. As I grew older, I realized that maybe I didn't want to be a nurse or maybe I didn't want to be a doctor. So then I started doing some research and then I found out about this program. I found that very exciting.
Mohawk is extremely well positioned for imaging. I would say that we are one of the leaders across the province and the country. We work on national education committees. We work with the national governing bodies to be a part of that community. But we are true leaders in the sense that we're probably one of the larger institutions that is delivering this.
I feel like when people think of a job in healthcare, it's always either you're a doctor or you're a nurse. And there's a lot of underappreciated fields within healthcare that aren't talked about enough that are really, really important.
The one thing that has always excited me is the rewarding feeling that you get. Although it may be tough sometimes, I think it's the people and the patients.
I always knew I wanted to go into healthcare. I feel like that was something that my family kind of instilled in me, and I've always wanted to help people in any way that I could.
And being able to be part of that journey is really rewarding, especially when it comes to patient care.
There is a ton of demand when it comes to all of the imaging professions. There's lots of jobs really right across the country. So we're just trying to create different opportunities for our learners.
A varsity scholarship opened the first door.
I wanted to make healthcare better.
I never pictured myself here, but I started something new anyway.
I wanted to study massage therapy, but finances were a real barrier. It was a varsity scholarship that kick-started my journey. As an athlete, I assumed I'd go into sports massage. Getting the opportunity to treat members of the Hamilton Tiger Cats was amazing. But my program pushed me into new territories, like stroke rehab. I learned how to build a treatment plan with the person, not just for the patient.
But most importantly, I learned to say yes to new opportunities, and then I'm capable of more than I realized.
Everyone knows someone with a heart condition. For me, it's personal. I live with arrhythmias. When you're the patient, you notice everything. The fear, the confusion, the hope that someone will make it easier. That's why I chose Cardiovascular Technology. When I guide someone through a test, I know exactly how they feel.
I didn't grow up dreaming of becoming a plumber. So why am I here? My family are hard workers. What I saw on my grandparents' farm was that everyone helped, men and women. So I never grew up thinking any job was off limits for me. I wanted something hands-on, something real.
I figured even if it turned out not to be the right fit,
I'd at least learn something. And every day I prove to myself I can do this.
I'm using our clinical outreaches as a way to try new things.
This is how I'm turning knowledge into impact.
I like proving I can do something.
Everyone starts somewhere. What matters is choosing to begin.
My decision to come to Mohawk College has been life-changing.
It gave me the skills and connections to create the future I want. This is hard work, but every day I'm moving forward, and what I'm building is mine. So, what are you building?
In February 2026, students and faculty from Mohawk College's massage therapy, recreation therapy, and autism and behavioral science programs traveled to Guatemala as part of a global learning initiative. Partnering with nonprofit Dream, Invest, Grow, they supported rural communities through installation of smokeless stoves and engaged with the local community through clinics and children's programming. The students gained firsthand insight into a culture much different from their own and were deeply impacted by the experience.
One of my profs, she actually pitched the idea in class to us about doing this, that she's done it before a couple years ago. I actually was kind of unsure at first about going to the Guatemala trip. Honestly, something just told me, just do it. I love giving back to communities if I can, so I just took that step, and I was like, you know what, Teresa, I'm gonna apply, and I just happened to be one of the ones chosen to come.
When they told us it was gonna be about $3,700 a person, my heart kind of sank, because I was like, if that's the case, I'm not going. We're all students, we don't have the extra cash, so when we were starting fundraising ideas, I was like, we're going big or we're not going at all. There's no way I'm not going on this trip.
The smokeless stoves, they're made at a factory in Guatemala, so we actually got to work in this factory. They're made out of cement that they mix together and some bricks and such. They're actually filled with a special type of sand that preserves the heat. They get carried up into the village. If I had to say, they probably weighed at least 100 pounds, like probably 100 pounds. They're very heavy. They use way less wood than the typical stove or the typical ways that they were cooking, and then less fumes are actually within the home. So it actually saves the people in the homes from a lot of cardiovascular diseases and conditions because they're not inhaling all those fumes from the stoves that they originally were using.
There was something on the trip that we all talked about many times, and it's that kindness has no barriers. And the one thing you learn is that there's a large sense of community in all the places we went to, and that's not something we really have here as much. And working with all these people, seeing how much they care for each other, or how open, how much trust they have in everybody. I think one of the big things I picked up on was just that even a small thing you do, such as like listening or just chatting or asking questions or just doing anything, I feel like it impacts yourself just as much as it does with other people. Like doing something kind for other people, it is also like very great for yourself too. Every day I feel like you want to be a better person, and I think the people there taught me that.
On behalf of the entire group, thank you is an understatement of a word to use, or 2 words to use. The gratitude that we each one of us have that we got to experience this amazing opportunity will be life-changing, and it's because of the people that have donated towards us.
I wish you could see firsthand how impactful it was and how much it will improve people's lives, and like what a great difference you're making. And thank you for allowing all the students to help them be there and to help with this project, but also experience that. It was amazing.
I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful, because like in Guatemala, like some people might not have a lot, but they're still willing to give. And I really think being that neighborly is so important in this day and age.
I wasn't working for a reward, I was just working. And sometimes that opens the door to something new. I spent my years in high school CHOP trying to master the fundamentals. My teacher tapped me on the shoulder one day and said, "Hey, I think this one's for you." Before that moment, I had never even heard of the Shirley Builder Scholarship. When I found out I got it, my jaw dropped. This $40,000 award became the green light I needed to go all in on my trade. Now, I'm in Mohawk College's Manufacturing Engineering Technician program, learning from instructors who know what the industry demands. I know I can meet those demands because I've already proved to myself that daily effort matters. You never know what you're truly capable of until you try. Choosing Mohawk College has put me onto this path. It gave me the skills and connections needed to create the future I want. This is hard work, but I show up every day to build a future that is truly mine. So, what are you building?
Minokajeb, good morning. Kwe, bonjour, scano, greetings everyone. My name is Elizabeth Gray and I'm a member of the Indigenous Student Services team here at Mohawk College. I'd like to welcome you as we gather on the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabe nations. To begin our ceremony, I would like to welcome Spirit Vision, traditional Indigenous drummers and singers, dancers. As Indigenous people, we believe that the drum connects us to all things and is the heartbeat of Mother Earth. Today, we call upon this group to give thanks and to recognize the achievements of our graduates with an honor song. Miigwech, Nyawe, thank you. Walalin, Walaliok. Please stand for the procession of the graduates and the platform party.
Please be seated. Thank you to the Spirit Vision traditional Indigenous drummers and dancers, and greetings everyone. My name is Katie Burrows, and I have the honor and privilege of serving as Vice President, Students, International, and Infrastructure here at Mohawk College. I am also pleased to be the host for today's convocation ceremony. As we begin, I would like to acknowledge that Mohawk College is situated on the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee and Anishinaabeg Nations within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement, and is currently home to many Indigenous peoples from across Turtle Island. Before I introduce our platform party, can you please stand and join us in the singing of our national anthem? Be seated. Convocation is a special celebration for all in attendance. We ask that you stay in your seat until the entire ceremony is complete. Please also ensure your cell phone is turned to the silent setting. I am proud to declare that this convocation ceremony is now open. Convocation is a time to celebrate the hard work and dedication that brought you to this moment, and to look forward to the many opportunities awaiting you as a Mohawk College graduate. Convocation also provides us with the perfect moment to thank your family and friends who supported you through this important stage of your life journey, and to thank those from the Mohawk College community who helped you realize and achieve your goals. To start this recognition, I would now ask that the faculty please stand to be recognized and remain standing. Next, I would like to acknowledge our staff, alumni, and union representatives who are joining us today. Please stand and be recognized. And next, I will recognize the front row and speakers from our platform party. Please hold your applause until the end of the introductions. Aaron Cameron, Dean, Faculty of Interdisciplinary, Creative, and Social Services. Wendy Lawson, Wendy Lawson, Associate Vice President, Academic, and Dean, Faculty of Health, Continuing Education, and Professional Studies. Janet Hsu, Dean, Academic Development, Quality, and Excellence. Lori Zazzolato, Alumni Speaker. Paul Armstrong, President. Madison Felix Orr, Mohawk Student Association President. Krista Weisner, Registrar and Associate Vice President, Student Services and Supports. Trish Loomis, Vice President, Communications, Advancement, and External Affairs. And Dr. Siebert Adamson, Vice President, Academic, your platform party. You can all be seated. I am pleased to introduce Mohawk College graduate Breska Ulhuk to come forward and welcome our new graduates as alumni members.
Thank you, Katie. Congratulations, graduates. Good morning, my name is Breska Ulhuk. I'm a member of Mohawk College's alumni community, class of 2021. You have worked hard to reach this moment today, and I'm truly honored and I'm to officially welcome you to the Mohawk College Alumni Association. Although your studies are complete, you are connected with Mohawk College for life as an alumni. We are here for you at every stage of your journey. If you have not already done so, I encourage you to take advantage of the many services and supports available through Mohawk College Alumni, which serves as your direct link to a strong network of over 180,000 Mohawk graduates. Connect with and learn from fellow alumni working in your field, enhance your career development, and network through mentorship offerings, attending career, social, and athletic events. Volunteer your time at a campus event or become a classroom guest speaker. Save with exclusive alumni benefits on everything from car insurance to entertainment. Stay connected to alumni and share your personal milestones. Through social media channels, alumni businesses are proudly showcased, and extraordinary graduates are celebrated and honored at our Alumni of Distinction event, which highlights the achievements of our alumni, including one outstanding recent graduate each year. As a graduate, you are a valued member of the Mohawk community. With a solid first-class education in hand, we know you will use your knowledge and skills to make a difference in your field and in the community. And we will be rooting for your success every step of the way. As you cross the stage today, I will present you with your alumni pin, and I hope you will wear it with pride. On behalf of the Mohawk College alumni community, congratulations. We are so proud of all that you have achieved and look forward to continuing to support you throughout your career and life. It is now my pleasure to introduce our alumni speaker, Lori Zazzolato. Lori is a nurse specialist at Convocation, Canada, with over 18 years of experience and a strong commitment to volunteering, diversity, and advocacy in healthcare. She's also an award-winning filmmaker and documentary producer currently working on a new documentary. Lori has been recognized with the 2023 RNAO Award of Merit, named one of Canada's 100 Black women to watch in 2024. And as of last year, she has been inducted into Mohawk College's Alumni of Distinction. Please welcome Lori.
Wow. Good morning, everyone. First and foremost, congratulations, 2026 graduates. Graduating from college or university is no everyday accomplishment. Please feel very proud of yourselves, because I know it's been a journey for some of you to get here. You've had to juggle work, placements, raising children, rigorous testing, while perhaps having to sustain yourselves by living on ramen. What you might not know is how truly special you are in the world. Only 6 to 10% of the total global population holds a degree or diploma, so you are truly exceptional and brave to embark on that educational journey. Today you will receive your diplomas, but I charge you not to think of this as just the end of your education, but rather as the beginning of your journey in life. I challenge you to stay inspired and joyful throughout this next part of your life. It will be easy to get bogged down in the everyday business of life, of making money to pay bills, but never forget how unique you are. Remember to be inspired by the amazing world we live in. Find inspiration in the things that bring you joy. Travel, garden, bake, play music, play sports, dance, do whatever it takes to make your heart feel light and remind you that you are part of the special 10% of the world. I would also like to remind you that age is just a number. As you go through life, do not let that number limit you or dissuade you from being inspired to try new things or from finding continued joy. I was 40 before I acquired my nursing diploma while raising twin boys. I was almost 50 when I got my university degree. I was 55 before I wrote my first play, and 60 when I wrote, directed, and produced my first short film. I'm now 63 and in the midst of filming a documentary on Black men in nursing and preparing to shoot my second short film. My spouse, who will be 65 this year, is currently training to qualify for her 6th or 7th powerlifting championship. I do not tell you these things to boast, but to remind you that today is just a jumping off point for the rest of your life. Today is just the beginning of doing more amazing things. Stay inspired. Keep the next years of your life filled with joyful curiosity about the world around you. You are part of the unique 10% and can accomplish anything. Once again, congratulations to you, the 2026 graduates. Go out and conquer the world.
Thank you, Laura. That was an inspiring speech. We're proud to count you as one of our Mohawk College alumni. I am pleased to introduce Madison Felix Orr, President of the Mohawk Students Association, to come forward to bring greetings to the graduates.
Hello, Mohawk students, staff, family, friends, and honored guests. Thank you for coming out today to celebrate the achievements of the graduating class of 2025. I want to start by saying how honored I am to stand here in front of you as a representative of you all. You should be incredibly proud of yourselves. On behalf of the Mohawk Students Association, thank you for your attendance today and for all the hard work, dedication, and perseverance that brought you to this moment. As we sit here today, I would like to take a moment to reflect on the journey we have been on. Post-secondary education is a path that people from all walks of life choose in hopes of building a better future, better opportunities, stronger connections, and a better life for themselves and the communities they are a part of. In grade 12, I had the opportunity to take a photography dual credit course here on Fennel. As many of you may relate to, I quickly fell in love with the people, the culture, the atmosphere, and the potential for growth. Students are the stewards of change. Your voice, your actions, your achievements are what transforms this institution from a piece of infrastructure into a thriving community that people are proud to belong to. Regardless if you came to Mohawk straight out of high school, chose to return to school in search of a new opportunity, or simply took a chance on yourself and your future, every single one of you has overcome challenges to be sitting here today. There were long nights, difficult assignments, moments of uncertainty, and times where the finish line may have felt far away. But despite all of that, you pushed forward. Today is about more than just receiving a credential. It is proof of your resilience, your growth, and your commitment to becoming the person you wanted to be when you first walked through these doors. As graduates, we are stepping into a world that is constantly changing. The future may feel uncertain at times, but what gives me confidence is knowing that this room is filled with compassionate, skilled, and determined people who are ready to make a difference wherever they go. I encourage you all to carry forward the connections you have made here, the lessons you have learned, and the confidence you have built within yourselves. Be proud of how far you have come, but also excited for how far you can still go. To the families, friends, faculty, and support staff, thank you. Your encouragement, patience, and belief in these graduates help make this achievement possible. And finally, to the graduating class, congratulations. You have earned this moment. Take it in, celebrate it, and never underestimate the impact that you are capable of making in this world. Thank you, and congratulations to the Mohawk graduating class.
Thank you, Madison. The MSA has been a tremendous support to our students. And now, please welcome Mohawk College President, Mr. Paul Armstrong.
Well, thank you, Katie, and good morning, everyone. It's an absolute honor and privilege to be able to welcome all of our graduates, our family, our friends, who are here joining us today for a very meaningful and important convocation ceremony. Thank you for being a part of a well-earned celebration for our graduates. And graduates, on behalf of the faculty and staff at Mohawk College, I want to commend you on this outstanding achievement. While the path to this celebration may have taken a little longer than expected, we are grateful that you're here together today to recognize everything you have accomplished. Today is a milestone that marks both an ending and a beginning. You've worked hard, overcome challenges, and earned the right to sit where you are today, at the threshold of something new and a future full of possibility. Congratulations. And again, to the family, friends, and those who supported you along the way, thank you. Your encouragement, your sacrifices, and your belief have helped make this day possible. And we already recognize, but thank you again to our faculty and our staff. Your commitment to teaching, mentoring, and supporting these graduates is what makes Mohawk College such a powerful place to learn. You know, Convocation is not just a moment of personal achievement. It is a declaration that you are ready to meet the future, ready to contribute, ready to pursue the opportunities that await you. As you take this next step, I want to talk to you about exactly that, pursuing opportunity. Not just recognizing it when it knocks politely, but going after it when it locks itself behind closed doors. Because opportunity rarely presents itself with a map and a guarantee. More often, it whispers. It hides in uncertainty. It dares you to move, not because it is easy, but because it matters. And so today, graduates, I offer you a challenge to live your life as a pursuit, not a pursuit of perfection, but of possibility. You know, you may be tempted to wait for the perfect job, the perfect timing, or that moment of clarity before you make your move. But I urge you not to wait. Perfect moments are often myths. Wait for one, and you may very well miss an opportunity that is right in front of you. You probably know of Thomas Edison, inventor of the light bulb, and many other things that we take for granted today. And he once said, "Opportunity is missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work." And you know, in my own career, the opportunity to serve in higher education leadership did not come with a spotlight and a sign. It was often disguised as hard work, but more importantly, difficult choices or unexpected detours. But each time I made the decision to lean in, even when I wasn't completely sure what the outcome was going to be. You do not need all the answers to take the first step. You only need the courage to begin. You know, there will be times when the path forward feels unclear, when self-doubt creeps in, when others seem more certain, more prepared, more confident. In those moments, remember this: confidence often follows action. It does not precede it. And like an unexpected visitor, when opportunity knocks, it is not always convenient. It does not always appear at the right time. Sometimes it interrupts your plans. It challenges you. It requires you to move cities, to leave familiar ground, to try something new you're not sure you're ready for. But that is what makes it powerful. Because when you pursue those opportunities, the inconvenient, the uncertain, you will discover talents and strengths you didn't know you had. You may not realize it yet, but you've already proven your ability to take on the unknown of a new college, a new city, and for some of you, a new country. And that's the reason you are sitting here today. You took a chance and achieved something meaningful. That takes drive, it takes grit, and it takes courage. Pursuing opportunity is also about embracing lifelong learning and the power of curiosity. You're graduating today, but your education does not end here. If anything, it is just beginning. We live in a world shaped by rapid change, artificial intelligence, shifting economies, and global interdependence. It pays to be curious, the desire to ask why, to seek understanding, to learn something new each day. That is what will keep you relevant, and that is what will set you apart. Don't let this moment be the period at the end of your sentence. Treat it as a comma, a pause before what comes next. And graduates, always remember this: you belong in the room. Whether that room is a boardroom, a research lab, a classroom, or a startup in your garage, don't let anyone convince you you don't belong. Too often, opportunity is missed, not because it didn't exist, but because someone didn't feel worthy of it. You are worthy. You've demonstrated resilience in the face of uncertainty. You've balanced school with work, with family, and with life. You've persisted, grown, you've arrived at this moment today. The world needs what you have to offer: your voice, your story, and your ideas. I want to leave you with a short story today about a teacher turned farmer and entrepreneur from Sierra Leone. Mohammed Ali Mansouri began his career as a teacher, and like many teachers, had high hopes of shaping young minds and contributing to the growth and success of his country. But that dream began to fade when Mohammed realized he could not support his family on the salary he was making as a teacher. Despite his passion for teaching, Mohammed made a difficult decision and chose a different path. He saw an opportunity in farming, so he scrounged together $600 from some fellow teachers, bought some land, and started a poultry farm. Now, Mohammed knew almost nothing about farming, but he didn't let that get in the way. He found ways to learn what he needed to, and he took the risk. It worked out well for him. Mohammed's farm became a thriving business. He soon expanded to include goats and cows and had to hire people from his community to work with him. And his story doesn't end there. Mohammed used his success to help others. He provided access to clean water, he distributed food to his community, and perhaps most importantly, he inspired others to create their own opportunities through his entrepreneurial spirit. During an interview with the BBC, Mohammed offered this advice: "The future does not belong to those who wait. It belongs to those who act." And I could not agree more. The future belongs to those who pursue possibility, and you, graduates, are more than capable of that pursuit. And by the way, Mohammed's story from the BBC put a spotlight on the plight of teachers in Sierra Leone, so much so that the government gave them a raise, making it easier for them to stay in their chosen profession. Mohammed shows us that even small acts of courage can be far-reaching and create ripple effects that can transform communities and lead to positive change in the lives of others. As you walk out of this auditorium today, credential in hand, remember that you have already proven that you are brave enough to do anything you set your mind to. Now, show the world that you're bold enough to keep it going. To the class of 2025, congratulations. It has been an honor to have you as a student, and we can't wait to see what comes next. Congratulations.
Thank you, President Armstrong. My name is Krista Weisner, and as Registrar, it is my privilege to introduce the most important part of this ceremony. Graduates, it is now time for you to cross the stage and be admitted to the alumni of Mohawk College. As each person crosses the stage, their status as a Mohawk College graduate will be acknowledged with an academic hood or leer pipe. Academic hoods are a tradition that can be traced back to medieval Europe, where they were initially practical pieces of clothing used as head coverings or shoulder capes. Over time, the hood evolved to become a symbol of academic achievement, with variations in color and design representing the degree a graduate has earned in the institution they graduated from. A leer pipe is also a medieval European symbol of academic achievement dating back to the 8th century. Awarding each graduate a leer pipe highlights the achievement of excellence according to each student's chosen program. Awarding a graduate an academic hood or leer pipe symbolizes that a graduate is joining an international community of scholars. Vice President Academic Dr. Siebert Adamson will hood each of our degree graduates. Our diploma and certificate graduates will have the Mohawk College leer pipe placed on their left shoulder. After receiving their hood or leer pipe, they will then be congratulated by President Armstrong. Practical nursing students graduating today will also be receiving their nursing pin during the ceremony. The pin signifies their transition from nursing education into the professional world, representing both achievement and responsibility. Rooted in traditions inspired by Florence Nightingale, it signifies the completion of rigorous training and a commitment to compassionate, ethical care. Students will receive their pin at the side of the stage from Ashley Fry O'Rourke, practical nursing faculty member. Convocation is always a time of celebration for our graduates and their families, and we encourage you to applaud and acknowledge your graduate as they cross the stage. Il me fait plaisir de souhaiter la bienvenue aux membres de la communauté francophone. La collation de grade est le moment idéal pour célébrer les exploits des diplômés, et je vous encourage d'applaudir lorsque votre diplômé traversera l'estrade. President Armstrong. I now have the honor of presenting the candidates for graduation. The graduates have successfully completed the curriculum of their chosen program as required by the Mohawk College Board of Governors and have been recommended to be awarded their degrees, diplomas, and certificates in recognition of their academic accomplishment. Therefore, I recommend that you confer their degrees, diplomas, and certificates with all the honors, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. And on behalf of those graduates not here today, I further request that their credential be conferred on them in absentia. Thank you.
Mental Health and Disability Management, Promise Amarachi Chukwu, honors. Vida Incansa. Felicia Ingohol Pilakia, honors. Seliat Omobolanle Rasak, honors. Leba Shazide, honors. Cardiovascular Technology, Rashida Abdel Karim. Angeli Castro Velasco. Richard Dominic Dakai. Shabnam Kashifi. Sharvan Singh, honors. Arnold Donald Thomas Way, honors. Andrew Donald Thomas Way, honors. Occupational Therapist Assistant and Physiotherapist Assistant, Arshdeep Kaur Badham, honors. Gia Bambri. Rupanchi Kashyap. Avneet Kaur, honors. Mohammed Manaf. Hannah Lynn Lavalley. Dia Kumari Amitbai Maheta. Dara Ramde Movhadia. Amelia Danielle Pasher. Anshu Piyushbhai Patel. Charmi Karan Kumar Prajapati, honors. Mehak Saini, honors. Shrusti Yogesh Shimpi, honors. Simran. Wayne Patrick Swaze. Tala Zahreddin. Pre-Health Sciences Pathway to Certificates and Diplomas. Richel Bayan Daosi. Safari Imawabong Edem, honors. Mabel McDowell. Daira Patel. Mahima Patel, honors. Harmanpreet Singh. Diagnostic Cardiac Sonography. Jagita Panthmanthan. Milika Stankovic. Magnetic Resonance Imaging, Keng Jid Man. Practical Nursing, Alexandra Abbott. Sylvia Edogme Ajuko. Manala Esther Aziza. Sirat Bajwa. Emily Belair. Madison Madison Olivia Bessemer. Erin Erica de Guzman Cabrera. Chinonso Martha Christopher. Fatima Zaman, honors. Sarbjeet Kaur Dandeyal. Jasmine Devasi. Stella Ogonaya Dike, honors. Maxine Dorsali. Juliet Stark, honors. Emma Teresa D'Souza. Yvonne Omoije Ebhotemen. Mediatrix Chakwube Ibisi, honors. Oluwakemi Christiana Adeyehun. Janita Eldhos, honors. Juliana Damilola Bolowaji. Eve Mary Edmonds, honors. Orode Princess Ayuwoma. Marin George, honors. Ariel Paulo Jalarina Gilo, honors. Sona Jibe Parapapan, honors. Miracle Star Jim Odoy, honors. Hadia Hashimi, honors. Arshpreet Kaur. Manjinder Kaur. Nana Kwabena Koreanke Isamwa, honors. Lex Cornelius Loud. Rukiat Lawal. Bailey Erica Lobert. Nelly Wangari Matangani. Mayan Minek. Sipi Nwovu. Grace Ekujo Obe. Nitika, honors. Kelly O'Callaghan, honors. Folashade Bolanle Olatunbosun. Anna Poulos. Fortune Omozele Okoyo, honors. Vanessa Reed. Valentina Salazar de los Rios. Elena Ned. Jayshri Nagar. Nina Justice Ntata Norman, honors. Sharon Ntuli, honors. Shantini Perrin Pasivam, honors. Jenny Phillips, honors. Maria Christina Ridley. Michaela Arian Robertson. Kirandeep Sandhu, honors. Ayman Shalabi, honors. Ronak Shah. Joanna Paula Clemente Taguiam. Christine Walbank. Munira Abdi Yusuf. Personal support worker, Olabisi Esther Akinbode, honors. Oluwatobe Samuel Atitebi, honors. Priya Chauhan, honors. Joanna Trasporto e Clarinal, honors. Giancarlo Espanol Quintero, also graduating from General Arts and Science Certificate. Gagandeep Kalar, honors. Akshima Kalia, honors. Alicia Marie Korotash, honors. Twinkle Sharma. Ayman Magjoub Mimi, honors. Mariam Mutesi, honors. Endurance, Obo Yayedo. Gabrielle Ogboji, honors. Nicole Emily Moffett. Omobolanle Morini Keji Okelola, honors. Latif Abiola Oyelailo, honors. Resti Tagudin Ping-A, honors. Summer Scott, honors. Shreya Jayan Vara, honors. Olivia Walker Edwards, honors. Esperanza Yeboah, honors. Biedima Blessing Young Arne, honors. Early Childhood Education, Purnima Adhikari. Ashmita Ale Magar. Anjali Baral. Jonah Liwan Kalaktan. Saloni Shand. Susan Shakil Chauhan. Nidhi Danda, honors. Alyssa Patricia Glinska. Harsimran. Evadine Vivian Johnson. Jaspreet Kaur. Navpreet Kaur. Adrata Nerala. Okiamute Sharon Onojame, honors. Tachiwa Opong. Sheila Marie Prabwayon, honors. Alan Raj Primaraj. Alina Rana. Mita Saha, honors. Mark Vincent Sahagan, honors. Deepika Shrestha. Sandia Tapa. Marie Ann Libot Villegas. Educational support, Sarah Marie Scott, honors. Fatima Zainadine, honors. Health, Wellness, and Fitness, Yusuf Bayat. Paralegal, Aveline Carr. Social service worker, Madison Merritt, honors. Early childhood education, Isabel Davies. Yashnur Kaur Nirwan, honors. Icha Srestha. Jasmine Sunar. Back to educational support, Ramanjit Kaur. Back to health, wellness, and fitness, Titi Patel. Community integration through cooperative education, Clayton Bradley Davies Cast, honors. Grace Detweiler. Eleonora Hormoz. Oluwadrotimi Paul Roberts. Fiza Sakib, honors. The last graduate this morning is Taba Tahir, honors.
Congratulations again, graduates. As a member of the Board of Governors of Mohawk College of Applied Arts and Technology, and on behalf of the entire board, I have the honor of admitting today's graduates to Mohawk College's alumni community. We are proud of what you have accomplished, and we look forward to seeing what you'll contribute as highly skilled and future-ready Mohawk graduates. And now you'll be welcomed into the alumni community of graduates of Ontario Colleges of Applied Arts and Technology, an honor bestowed only upon those who have met high standards of conduct and learning. Graduates, at this time, we ask that you please stand if you are able to do so. In the name of Mohawk College of Applied Arts and Technology, I hereby charge you to safeguard the dignity and ethics of our community, cultivate the spirit of inquiry and innovation, celebrate your role as a local and global citizen, maintain through study the fresh viewpoint expected in an age of rapid advancement, and contribute in all these ways to society in order that the dignity of humankind through you may be constantly reaffirmed. Scientia opus omnium. Knowledge is the work of all. Congratulations, graduates.
Be seated again. Well, congratulations again to the graduating class. We would now like to thank the voice behind the curtain who introduced each and every graduate by name today, broadcast media alumnus Chris May.
Way too long.
Self-serve photo areas are available for graduates, family, and friends to use following the ceremony behind the theater in the C Wing hallway. Graduates will meet you in this space shortly. Audience, please remain at your seats until all the graduates have left the theater. And now, graduates, family, and friends, I declare that this convocation ceremony is closed. Congratulations.